My name is Eduard Stormblade. In his dying breaths, my father told me he deciphered an elder scroll that told the future. His final wish was that I travel to our homeland of Skyrim to fulfill my destiny, and that is what I intend to do. My name is Eduard Stormblade, and I am the Dragonborn.
The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby.
I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. And please, accept this gift from my personal armor.
When the dragon died, I absorbed some sort of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
So, the Dragonborn appears. We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Your quick mastery of a new theme is astonishing. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jurgen WindCaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jurgen WindCaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. The voice was a gift of the goddess Cynareth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Cynareth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
We made our way to Ostengraf. What happened here? We should move carefully, Lydia. Up ahead.
These thralls of yours are slower than our golems in a blizzard.
Feel free to grab a pick and help them out. I prefer not to sully myself with manual labor.
There goes another one.
Bah, weak-willed rabble. Even dead, they're almost useless.
Necromancers.
They seem less intelligent each time you raise them, if that's even possible.
As long as they can swing a pickaxe where I tell them, they're as smart as we need them to be.
You hear that? The others must have found something.
We'd better go see. These can tend to themselves for a few minutes.
Something's happening, Lydia. We have to be careful. That thrall. Better put him out of his misery.
Is someone there?
Jurgen. By the gods. This place is dangerous. Steady. Lydia, move on my mark.
Someone there?
Now.
Never should have done.
Thanks for having my back. Incredible. That one's taken care of.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
I don't like to brag. My father taught me how to use a bow. Some sort of oil on the floor. Leaking from that lantern. I've used this trick before. Let's hope there's no enemies around. I spoke too soon. Ah, well. Watch your step, Lydia. A word of power. There's a gate. What are these pillars? Oh. Some kind of locking mechanism. Ugh. There's always a catch. I have an idea. Lydia, stay back. Problem solved.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
As do I, Lydia. Pressure plates. The floor around them is burnt. Look for the ones that aren't burnt. This is not going to be easy. That was close.
Is someone there?
Ah, spiders. Damn beasts.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Huh. This must be where the horn is. What? It's not here. A note. Dragonborn, I need to speak to you urgently. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, and I'll meet you. A friend. Interesting. Oh, it's good to be back in Riverwood. Excuse me.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Yes, I'd like to rent the attic room.
Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Huh. Thank you. Lydia, remain on guard.
As you wish, my Thane.
I'd better get some rest. alright, I'm coming.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this.
What?
We need to talk. Follow me.
Okay.
Close the door.
Alright then.
Now we can talk.
Huh. Clever.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right.
I am.
I hope so, but you'll forgive me if I don't assume that something's true just because the Greybeards say so. I just handed you the horn of Jurgen WindCaller. Does that make me Dragonborn too?
Listen, what do you want from me?
I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out.
Fine. I'm listening.
Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you.
Listen, trust goes both ways. Why are you looking for me?
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul?
Yes, it's how I first learned I was Dragonborn.
Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
So, what's the part you're not telling me?
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it.
What? Do you know how crazy this sounds?
A few years ago, I said almost the same thing to a colleague of mine. Well, it turned out he was right and I was wrong.
What makes you think they're coming back to life?
I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
How did you figure all this out?
You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember?
Huh. Right. You were the lady in the hood at Dragon's Reach.
So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are.
So this Dragonstone was some kind of map?
Yes. A map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds.
Alright. Where are we headed?
Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
Alright, let's go kill this dragon.
I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
Right. Gentlemen.
Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
Back already?
It's not what you think. I'll explain on the way.
As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
Let's go. The first time I fought the dragon, innocent people died because I hesitated. I will never hesitate again.
Salokonier, Zil Gro Dova Ursa.
Steady. What's happening? Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Alduin Fury, Oantid Vokriha Suliksenjun Tuzik. Ger Salokonier, Kalimir.
Hey, dragons.
Full side of the king. Zuu, Korav need no dove to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance. To dare take for yourself the name of Nova. Salukanir, Kridar Jur.
Aim for its wings. Bring it down. I'll take care of the rest.
I am Salakir. Hear my voice and despair.
I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
All right. So who are you? What do you want with me?
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
The Blades?
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one, until now.
What do you know about the dragons coming back?
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here.
Yes. I've seen that dragon before. The one that got away.
Really? Where?
It was the one that attacked Helgen when Ulfric escaped from the Imperials.
Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
So what's our next move?
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is.
The Thalmor? Who are the Thalmor?
The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel. The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one.
General Tully is the military governor, and it looks like the Thalmor are with him.
What makes you think the Thalmor are bringing dragons back?
Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor?
So do you have any ideas on how to find out what the Thalmor know about the dragons?
If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia.
So how do we get in?
I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Right. Be careful, Delphine.
I'm right behind you.
All right, Lydia. Thank you for having my back as usual. Let's head home and get some rest.
Very good, sir.
You know, you don't have to call me sir. I returned home for a well-deserved rest. After several days of training with the Greybeards, and traveling, exploring Ustengrav, fighting a dragon. It felt like forever since I had had a good drink and a nice warm bed. I have a feeling this is only the beginning. I don't know what the future holds. But for now, I'm going to pour myself a drink and get some rest. And start fresh again tomorrow.